These are the worst creation that mankind has ever made.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. Today's video I've been wanting to do for years, but I just never thought anyone would want to watch it, even though I have received 2 comments in the past many years that I've ever mentioned that I wanted to make a dedicated shoe trends video just sharing my opinions. So I know at least I will get 2 views on this video. I am the most opinionated about shoe styles compared to any other fashion category, even though I do share my opinions on fashion trends and have shared like here and there some shoe trend opinions, but since I can't wear any cute shoes right now because of getting partial toenail removal surgery, I figured it was the perfect time to make a dedicated, viciously judging spring/summer 2026 shoe trends. I am going to rank them because I just thought that would be fun and I haven't done a ranking video in a while. So yeah, buckle on in, baby, and let's talk about feet, or sorry, not feet, things we put on our feet. Here is my ranking system. I honestly just wasn't feeling creative with the name, so it is what it is. Now take this video with a grain of salt. I basically wear the same black boots every single day, so I'm not even revolutionary or a risk taker when it comes to the shoes that I wear. This is all just for fun. The first shoe trend is being called Goth glamour. So lace up, studded, silver hardware shoes. Misa has these gorgeous boots that have a lace up in the back. I mean, I don't know what the like potentially blister situation of something like this on your heel, but you can't tell me it isn't the most gorgeous piece of footwear. When I went to a Doc Martens sample sale, I tried on these grommet boots, and I think this is perfectly aligned in the like goth glamour, and they were so cute. It wasn't something that I felt like I needed in my wardrobe specifically with those, but I really appreciate them. And I think as a whole, I love this. So I am gonna put this in top tier in the millennial heart emoji. Tap toe heels are interesting, and I understand the appeal in that they look very classic. And instead of just wearing like a black heel, it has a little, you know, extra white edge, or they're cream, but then they have a black part of the heel. Like, that's interesting, it's different, but for me, I personally wouldn't wear them. I just wouldn't find them very wearable because they do have to be styled in a very like classic. If you are needing them for work, you work in an office, I could see them being kind of just like a cool thing to have here and there that would maybe go more with your wardrobe because of, again, working in an office, but I have no want to ever own these. I can't even imagine them in my wardrobe and trying to wear them at all. Like, no, not for my lifestyle. There are 2 loafer trends that are happening this season, and I think it's quite interesting that there is any type of like new loafer style trend, because I really thought boat shoes were kind of gonna take the place of loafers, but no, loafers are still going strong. However, the first one being ruche loafers, I don't know how I feel about this. It kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. Like the wrinkling of the leather. The only loafers I own are these Adrian loafers from Doc Martens that I got, I think back in 2022. These are the only loafers that I've owned because I think the style is perfect, the fit is perfect. I have no want for any type of loafer style, especially now that I don't wear them as often with my style, but when I want a loafer, these I'm totally good with. I had gotten an email from a well-known shoe brand that I actually really like that wanted to send me their ruche loafers, and I've been wanting to work with them for so long, but I just don't want the ruche loafers. I just really don't like them. So I am gonna put them under I wouldn't wear them. I don't think they are the ugliest thing ever. If you are a loafers person, this would be a great addition to all your different loafer style. I'm not as kind to the second loafer trend, which are backless loafers. It feels so wrong, and not in a good way. Like, you know, it feels so wrong, but it kind of feels right. It's just wrong. I do hate slip-on shoes, so that's kind of my bias, but this is going at the bottom. 3D flowers on clothing has been a fashion trend for the past 2 years, I want to say, and I don't think they really took off like bows. However, as a shoe style, I do think they have some potential because they're really fun. And even with my style, as somebody that doesn't wear heels, I kind of want these. I don't think I ever will buy them, but I really appreciate them. I love also the variations of each brand that is doing their own rendition of it. Like, I think it's just very unique and could feel micro trendy at some point, but I think with the variety of styles that I've at least seen, there's no way for it to be like, oh, this is the green House of Sunny dress that everyone is wearing. There's gonna be different versions of it, different styles of heels as well, depending on your preferences. We have a new sneaker trend this year. Now, I am still stuck in my Skechers like chunky white dad sneaker preference. Like, that is the only pair of sneakers I will actually wear, whereas the Adidas Sambas were everywhere since 2021. I mean, obviously there were a trend like many years ago, but then they came back. We had the Onitsuka Tigers. There's been a bunch of different styles of Adidas sneakers that has been trending, and they all kind of have this like low pro style. And I guess the graduation to that is a like soft sneaker with, again, still a very thin style. I got an ad from Vans that's selling a shoe like this, and I really hated the Adidas Sambas on my foot. There's just something with my foot that it not only was extremely uncomfortable, it also just looked weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't look right on me. And then I had tried some vintage Puma like ballerina style sneakers, which I think is also kind of part of this soft sneaker, low pro sneaker trend. And again, I mean, honestly, those compared to the Adidas Sambas, I liked more, but I like to wear socks with my shoes. Like, I just cannot imagine not wearing socks with my shoes that aren't sandals. That's why ballet flats didn't really work for me, because I want to wear my socks, and I just preferred the look of them without socks, but then I wouldn't wear them without socks, and that was kind of the issue, again, with the Puma ballerina ones. And so with all that, I think for me, I am gonna put it in I wouldn't wear them, because I have evidence of me trying something like this and then never wearing them or just not liking them on me personally. I do always appreciate a sneaker trend, because all of you that are wearing even the trendy sneakers, like, your feet are so much more comfortable than what I'm wearing with my like Unif Parker boots. Like, my feet are screaming in pain while you have your cute little sneakers and potentially not in pain. If I would have filmed this video back in January, I would have ranked the PVC clear plastic shoe trend at the bottom. Like, these are the worst creation that mankind has ever made. However, after hurting my toe and not being able to wear any of my shoes, especially the first week, like, I couldn't even wear my Skechers or any of the sandals that I owned because of the strap. Like, it would end up hitting my toe as I was trying to put it in, so I needed new sandals. And I finally realized the pro of clear shoes, which is you can have more fun with them. I got these Melissa clear jellies. I was looking for a shoe where I could still show off my personal style as much as a sandal that isn't necessarily part of my personal style could show off my personal style. And these with putting a fun little sock, like, it is adding that whimsy that just truly made me feel better about not being able to wear my cute shoes. And now I get it. I like them a lot. Even the clear tabby boot, my mind has been changed, and I'm like, that is cool. That is cool. I don't think I would wear it, but the like just theme of clear boots, I'm now on your team. This just shows that nothing I say is in like concrete. My mind can always change. It's actually really funny that I just said that, because I'm about to say the opposite with this next one, which are slouchy boots. Enraged these makes me feel. Maybe I just don't like folded or like ruched shoes, or like ruched leather, folded leather or something. This is going to the bottom. Glove pumps and almond toe shape heels, I kind of feel nothing about. Like, I may have to actually change this middle one just to neutral, because I thought there was going to be more in here that I felt neutral on and like could also have my mind changed for being pro it, but I don't think my mind is gonna change with these. I just feel nothing for them. If I worked in an office, I could see this style of shoe being wearable. I do hate any pointed toes, so it does make sense that I wouldn't necessarily like this, but I think it has a less offensive, like sharp toe of a pointed toe. So that's why, yeah, I'm gonna put it in neutral. We have the sock shoe, very similar to the soft sneaker, but I think quite different. I think of the boxing sneaker trend. They're fine. I hate the look of them because of how flat they are. They're just like so flat. And for me, there's always a balance when it comes to how flat or like how platform a shoe is. I've been seeing these structural wedges on a couple of different shoe brand websites, and I find them interesting. Like, yeah, I get it. I think they just give something a little bit different than a wedge. Now, it is a shame that I don't like wedges actually, because they would be so much more comfortable than normal heels. This kind of version of it is something that feels a little bit like grungy and cool and just very different than obviously any wedges that I've seen. I don't know how comfortable they are. Like the way that they go in, does that make them less comfortable? Like, are you putting weight in a different way because of that, or does it not make a difference at all? I'm gonna put it in neutral. This could be one I maybe would be persuaded by to actually like them, but I don't think I would like them enough to ever buy. I think wedges are gonna be a big shoe trend this year because we have another wedge trend, which are closed toe wedges. I've seen these mainly be done without any sort of back strap. And as I mentioned, I really hate backless shoes. Like some heels I think work being backless, but these just make me feel slightly uncomfortable. And that could be a good thing of like, ooh, they're like funky wedges and different, but I really hate them. So I'm putting them at the bottom. Kind of similar to the soft sneaker, I saw articles saying jazz shoes are gonna be the biggest shoe trend of 2026. It was like, move over ballet flats, jazz shoes are taking over. As a theater kid, is this how ballerinas felt when their shoe was taken over by the trend cycle? No, honestly, I don't like them. Kind of similar to the soft sneaker in that it's slimmer and just softer. And it doesn't bring back the like trauma of doing musical theater. Yes, you're looking at the evil stepmother in Cinderella when I was in 5th grade. Also the youngest person at my high school to be on the advanced improv team that I then was kicked off because I got reflux disease and had to get surgery. I find it just fascinating when the trend cycle takes stuff from sports, like the ballet flats. I also feel like some soccer shoes have had a version of being just a normal sneaker, and a lot of that ends up like promoting the sport. A lot of people got back into ballet or took a ballet class for the very first time because of ballet core and ballet flats being a trend again. I just laugh at the idea. I don't think this would ever happen, but like for there to be like a cultural like shift of everyone being into musical theater, like that is so funny to me. Here are my 2026 spring summer shoe trend ranking. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How would you rank them? I would love to do a version of this for fall and winter once we get a little bit closer to that time. So let me know if you would like to see that, which if you want to then potentially watch that future video, make sure you subscribe right down below and also follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.